Well, there are a lot of important people out here today. I also want to make note of the presence of Dr. Ed Pringle, the director of the HUD local field office. Dr. Pringle, uh, for 3 years now, we have been working very closely with HUD, and we're good partners, and glad to have you here for this. And Captain Todd Runyon and fellow officers from the HPD North Division. Yay! You know, I love being mayor of Houston, but I'm becoming notorious for how much I enjoy days like today. I created Demolition Day when I came in so that we could focus on single-family residences, and we make a real effort to tear down as many single-family residences as we can each year during May on Demolition Day with volunteer help. But when we can take down a problem of this magnitude, it makes a tremendous impact. Demolition Day is scattered across the city. This is a festering sore in a neighborhood that has been a problem for years. We can make a huge difference when we do this. The council members with me today understand the passion for wanting to make a difference in neighborhoods, wanting to clean things up. I used to say that the most fun I had as mayor were the days that I could get out on backhoe and take a swipe at one of these buildings. I have to confess, though, that I actually had more fun recently. We imploded a hotel, an abandoned hotel downtown, and I actually got to punch the button that caused the explosion. That is actually more fun than the backhoe. Not that we're going to explode very many buildings in Houston, but this is a problem that plagues lots of communities, and it's not easy to solve. If it were a quick and easy process to take these buildings down, the owners themselves would have already done it. If it were a quick and easy process, the city of Houston would have done it 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It is difficult in Texas to take action against problem properties because we are an extreme property rights state, and rightly so. But we need to find a balance point in there to make sure that people become and remain good neighbors. A decaying complex like this is more than a threat to property values. It becomes a beacon for criminals. It is a safety hazard. When fires get started, the activity that goes on in here, it becomes a direct threat to our citizens. We are investing, and it's expensive to take down these big complexes. We are investing approximately $500,000 of federal neighborhood stabilization funds to demolish this 30-year-old complex. It consists of 19 structures with 248 units. It has a pool. It's got foundations and driveways. There's a lot of demolition work to be done here. It has been vacant for more than 5 years, and it will take nearly a month to do the entire demolition process. But it will have a lasting impact. Again, it will take it away as a haven for criminal activity. It will allow the opportunity for redevelopment. It will continue our efforts in this area to reinvest and to raise property values. Just in the last couple of years, we have invested more than $33 million in the Antoine DeSoto community of direct city dollars. Property values are rising, not as fast as I know everybody'd like to see. New residents are moving in, crime is down, and there is a renewed confidence among residences and business owners in this area. While the need to do demolitions like this is larger than our resources, we had, again, since this was a passion of mine, we had begun cobbling together monies, and we currently have approximately $9 million put together from various sources to demolish blighted structures. But I also went to the voters in November with a request for $15 million of bonding authority to do further demolitions. I don't know when or how we will use that bonding authority, but the fact that the voters understood the need to pair demolition, because once we demolish, what we have is a big vacant lot, with reinvestment in new, secure, safe, and acceptable housing. They approved our $15 million bond election, and that money is available to supplement the $9 million that we had put together. We have a dirty half dozen that we continuously refresh in the Department of Neighborhood, so we're going to knock this one off, and there'll be another complex that comes onto the list. But at $500,000 to $1 million for a project this size, you can see that the money doesn't go that far. So our first choice always is for property owners to do the right thing and not force the taxpayers to step in and spend our tax dollars to do what needs to be done. My administration has lots of different departments who have been working on these kinds of efforts. I want to thank the various departments who've had a hand in this, including, first and foremost, the Housing and Community Development dollars that are in here, the Housing and Community Development Department that's funding that, Department of Neighborhoods, General Services, Public Works, and our legal department. They all had to work this process very carefully, and I thank all of them for their efforts. But most importantly, I want to thank the residents who have been patient. I see a former council member over there who wasn't nearly that patient when she was on council. I heard about this project, but I want to thank you for your patience. We have never forgotten this project was here, and we have worked diligently to get to this point. And with each one of these demolitions, we learn how to do it faster and more efficiently through the legal process. The bulldozer part's easy. It's all the legal work that has to go on to get here, and you're going to see more and more of it. Sorry it took so long. Glad it's finally here. And then I'm going to turn to someone who has talked to me about these issues politely but persistently. Representative Turner lives and breathes and bleeds this area, and he is a passionate supporter and defender of all that goes on over here. And I have assured him over and over again that he didn't have to follow behind me with pitchfork, although he was ready to if he needed to. But proud to be here on this day, Representative.